of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what soaked them last week resolves itself this time around.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall, taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hall again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle all the way.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Allen off the play fake. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz from 21 yards away. And the Oilers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ball again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team? And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 13-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got the first down as he gets into the 8. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
56. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Oilers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. 7 yards there and a first down. They go play action now. Wilson dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by second. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed. See if they get their focus back.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They run again with Hines. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. This is Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Options galore here, second and a few inches. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Wilson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. On first down, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run with Hines, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Hines. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen now on 1st down. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Jets are going to get the football back. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Again, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point put through by second. And now things get more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Allen to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprising face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So it's our visitors that come away with a victory here. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the turnaround hasn't